Hello, this is Pastor Jacoby. And as we continue into the days of awe, we look at charity or kindness or random acts of kindness or intentional acts of godly kindness. We look at the third chapter of Colossians, verses 13 and 14. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you have any grievances against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And overall, these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. I find this to be a wonderful text when we're looking at charity, kindness, godly kindness. As last week, yesterday, we talked about that God will never ask us to do anything outside of our ability to do so. And if there is things that are the outside of what we can understand, our ability to do so, God drives us into prayer. One of the things that we're called to do is to mirror God's kindness. And I just want to say that it is within your power to mirror his unending love in deeds of kindness, that it is within you to be able to forgive as God forgave you. This is one of those things that goes back to the Lord's Prayer, where forgive us our debt as we forgive those who have debt against us, or transgressions who transgressed against us. It's one of those things where we are called to have this sense of overall mission, that love binds us together, that love identifies us as God's people, and that just as we run to God for repentance, undeserving, there are people who may need to come to us for the same type of forgiveness, so they can reconcile themselves back to God, and to ease their burden, so they can be open and receptive to what God has for them. On this day, I guess I'm calling us to express kindness through charitable acts. Today, love on someone in a way that they're undeserving. Forgive someone of something that you were unable to forgive them for in the past, because you know that God has forgiven you of the unforgivable. That doesn't mean you dive back into their lives. What it means is that you let it go, so that God can infill that portion of your heart, and that the seed of God, his deeds, his love, his grace, his mercy, can be planted in them, and watch it grow. Because if we can be that way, then we are giving life and hope to others. We are building loving and abiding relationships by forgiving, by doing charitable acts of people, and we are allowing God's light to shine into the darkness of the poor in spirit, and the needy, and the brokenhearted. That these acts that we feel that we cannot do, but God has given it to us to do, if we can just surrender our sense of pride to God and do those acts today, this day of all. And of course, my hope, my prayer for myself and for you, my good brothers and sisters, is that your name be written in the Lamb's book of life. God bless you, and God bless you real good.